Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning so far. I know that I'm really nervous this morning due to my interview this afternoon. I just wanted to make a quick little video about trusting God because during this, last couple days, I've really been trying to learn that more and more, and it's been kind of a struggle, because I I have this mindset of what I want, and when I want it, but especially when it comes to this job, I'm like, God, I need this job, really bad. And because I've been unemployed for 6 months, God, I need this job so bad. And you know that, I'm going to, do whatever it takes to get this job. But I'm not thinking, that God has the plan, not me. And, you know, I keep on thinking, I don't want to do anything to mess up God's will, for my life. And, I'm to that point to where it's I've been nervous because it's I don't want to completely blow this, because this is a huge opportunity for me. And, I'm going for an interview this afternoon to be an assistant teacher at a daycare school place, 5 minutes down the road from me by walking. And that would be huge because I don't have my license. And so I could easily walk there. And it would be an awesome opportunity. And so I'm honestly just hoping and praying that I can get there, I can get on and get a job there. But it's also, where I don't want to do anything against God's will, and I don't want to get into another bad situation like I have in the past with employers because I haven't really worked anywhere that was really good. And I'm hoping, I've been praying and hoping that, they just see something in me that they want, and that they're excited about, and, that's something that's going to make, their place better to work. And, I've been praying about that, and because anybody that really knows me knows that I love kids and that I seriously have a heart for kids. And this is basically what I want to do for the rest of my life is work with kids. I eventually want to become a teacher, probably kindergarten, first grade. I really want to become a teacher. It's just been my heart since I was in kindergarten. And, so I'm trying to trust God right now. I'm I know that God has a plan for my life. I know that He's going to do what's best for me. I have to keep that in mind because last time I had an interview and I didn't get the job, I was really upset about it. And I got really sad. And, I ended up not trying to find a job for 4 months afterwards. And, it's not a good thing because I'm I need to, start trying to get better and improve myself. And, I was talking about the church conference that happened last weekend. That really kind of gave me the confidence to get back out there and try and find a job and stuff. And so I decided that, right after I turned 23, which would be last Sunday, I said, okay, I'm going to, even if I just put in one application a day, that's something accomplished. And, so I've been trying to, reinvent myself, recreate who I am, trying to be more responsible. I already feel like I am responsible, but I think you could always improve yourself and become more responsible, and especially more responsible with my money, because I tend to blow all of my cash, all of my money on food. That is just the worst thing for you to buy. I mean, especially fast food. Going to the store and buying food is different, but every night eating out, no. And I'm hoping that, with this job that would stop a lot of that because I'd be working during the day and not at night. Working. I'm really excited, but I'm also really nervous about this opportunity. So I've just really been trying to lean on God and trust in God because I know that He's going to direct my paths, and He's the only one that knows exactly where I'm going in life. And even though that is a terrifying thing to say, that you're putting your trust in somebody else for your future, and there's a lot of people out there that, when they don't believe in God and they just believe in, getting what they want when they want it. And, I honestly, like, I could see, wanting to do that. I could totally see that. But, like, for me, I'm like, God has got this amazing plan for my life. And, I don't want to do anything that gets in the way of that. Even though we end up messing up and we do things that get in the way of that. But God still knows ultimately where we're going. And, we might make bad decisions and, have to end up, setting ourselves back, but God knows that we're going to make those decisions, even before we make them. And I think that's one of the really cool things about God, is just the fact that He constantly is, He knows what we're going to do, what we're going to say before we even say it. And, I know a lot of Christians now, we're like, a lot of us struggle with cursing as well. We're not supposed to curse and things, but we do. And it's honestly just today's society. Because, like, now, kids as early as, like, 4 or 5 are saying it, and I'm like, whoa. If I would have said that when I was 4 or 5, my parents would have knocked my head off. Like, my parents still yell at me for cussing, and I'm 23 years old. And so, it's just, it's one of those things that we just have to trust God for our future. And I know that, God has this amazing plan for each one of our lives. I just, I guess one of the things I'm afraid of is just doing something that's going to mess it up. And, just trying to get away from God again, because I go through phases where, like, one minute I'm really, really close to God, and then the next minute I'm, like, completely, like, on the opposite side of the spectrum, and I'm like, I want nothing to do with God. I have been through that so many times, but it's like, I can't explain it, but this week I've just felt so much more different. And when I make my testimony video, I'll try and explain it some, but it's kind of hard to explain for me. But, like, just like a great deal of healing has gone on in my life, and I'm just really excited for things to come, and just looking forward to whatever job the Lord has for me next. Hopefully it won't be too much more longer before I'm having another job. And I really wish I could just work with kids. Like, I really wish, like, this is what I want to do. Like, just give me the kids and I'll be fine. Like, that would be the best job for me ever. And I'm young, and, I do have a lot of energy. I honestly tell people, like, I'm just a big 5-year-old. It's really funny because I'm just literally a big 5-year-old. I play around, and especially when I'm around kids, I act like the biggest kid ever, and it makes, I think it's what makes kids love me even more. It's the fact that I'm willing to get on their level and, play with them and help them, and, because some teachers, they just want to stand over you and watch you do things. Me, I get on their level. I crouch down, I get on their level. And I show them, this is how you do it, this is, or, even just playing with kids, on their level, it's fun. And then I've also, I've just had this love for kids ever since I was, I don't even know how long. I know I wanted to be a teacher since I was in kindergarten. And I feel like that some of the teachers I've had throughout the years have totally fueled that even more. And so I'm hoping that, God does something miraculous here today. And I know that He is the God of miracles, and He can do, He can do whatever He wants. And, they've already, my destiny is already pre-written. And, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm trusting in God today, and it's just going to make things so much easier. I can honestly tell you that, like, this past week, I've been, like, trying to put my trust in God more. And, I feel like that, I haven't been struggling with depression or, really anything. Today I have had some anxiety, just because of the job interview and stuff, I've been really nervous about it and anxious about it. And you know, it's just awesome. You know, it's just like God's giving me opportunities now to get out there, and you know, I'm really hoping that something good happens today. And you know, I'm just praying that I can trust in God, you know, throughout the rest of my life, because you know, I want God to be my pilot and not my co-pilot. You know, a lot of times we tend to think, okay, God, you can have all of this, but just this tiny little area I want to myself. And you know, it's a constant struggle. It really is. You know, it's like daily surrendering yourself to God, and you know, just wanting to pursue a relationship with Him. And it's not easy. And I'm gonna stop rambling now, but just trusting God. You know, it's the best decision you can ever make. All right, bye guys. I'll make another video probably next week.